Thank you for making the big switch to the new old school 95.5. I'm Theodore Lewis, and this is the Highlight Show. We're going to bring you a very energetic, feature-full show, but at the same time, smooth everybody out from having a long day. It's Theodore Lewis on the Highlight Show on the new old school 95.5. Thanks for making the big switch to the new old school 95.5. I'm your host, Theodore Lewis, and this is the Highlight Show. This is one of my most favorite elements of the show. It's called the Highlight Reel. It's our movie club. We go to the movies together. Back in the old school, we used to say, let's go to the show. Well, that's what we do. We meet at cool different theaters across the city. Then we go someplace fantastic, a couple of cocktails or two, and just talk about the movie. We really enjoy it. We think you will too. It's the new old school 95.5, Theodore Lewis on the Highlight Reel on the Highlight Show. Thanks for making the big switch to the new old school 95.5. This is the Highlight Show, and I'm your host, Theodore Lewis. This is that little element of the show that we call the Highlight Reel. It's our movie club where we review movies and go someplace cool afterwards to kind of chop it up and see what each other thought about it. Right now I have Miss Brady. I think so what's the last movie you went to see? Went to see Two Guns, and what did you think of that movie?
I thought the chemistry between the two actors was very good.
First time we saw Denzel and Mark Wahlberg in a film.
All worked together, and I like both of the actors. I just enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much. You heard it from Miss Brady and her beautiful daughter on the new old school 95.5. Thanks for making the big switch to the new old school 95.5. I'm your host, Theodore Lewis, and this is the Highlight Show. This is our spot in the program where we have the Highlight Spotlight. This is where we reward an improving student, not a straight A student, but a student that's not doing that well in school, but continues to make the mark of improvement. This week is Sherry Jenkins. She's bringing her grades up from a D, as D is in dog people, to straight B's, a 3.0. It's the Highlight Spotlight is on Sherry Jenkins, Cole School. Thank you so much for doing a good job and improving and being a role model. It's Theodore Lewis on the Highlight Show on the new old school 95.5. Thanks for making the big switch to the new old school 95.5. This is the Highlight Show, and I'm your host, Theodore Lewis. This is that small part of the show we like to call the Highlight Hot Spot of the Week. The Highlight Hot Spot of the Week. Here we're at Cafe Ventana, having a great time. St. Louis has a lot of wonderful places to go and eat, drink, and be merry. Won't you come do that with us? It could be a place that you've heard of before but has something new to offer. Or it could be a place you've never heard of before. Well, that's making the big switch to the new old school 95.5.